Alright, so if you just want to wander around GTA Online, just collecting money with virtually no effort, then this is the guide for you. So I'm talking about passive income. So what passive is not is where you have to go and do deliveries. So here, for instance, I've got to do multiple deliveries to deliver the loot, in this case, the bunker. So I'm excluding that. They're great sources of income, but this is the stuff with minimal effort, and I'll get into it. I've got top 7, so there we go. I've got to go right to the other side of the map. No, does not qualify. Too much effort for us. So that means all of these businesses, which can be good sources of income, obviously the Kasaka, Cayo Perico, salvage yards, bunkers, good money, but we are talking about passive easier. And don't forget, use the interaction menu, set your spawn location, go to find new session, invite only session, it will deliver you right there. So let's start with the casino. 0 out of 10 setup effort. There's no safe, and you get 1k revenue. So I'm ranking, this is number 7. And you have to go up to the cashier, get your visitor bonus. There's 1k, and of course, don't forget, we can go up to the casino wheel and collect our bonus. And then all you have to do is trade in those chips whenever you want to. You want to do the full amount, you can leave them as chips and convert them to cash. Fantastic. And of course, with the casino wheel, well, maybe you can win a car, which would tip it in your balance. There you go, I'll win RP, typical, or random clothing. So yeah, that is definitely towards the bottom. Only 1k, and per day it's GTA days, so 48 minutes. Garment factory, only 1 out of 10 to set up. You just got to buy it. The safe will hold 100k, daily revenue 1.5 to 2k. I'm ranking this at number 6. So it's this little safe here. It's pretty terrible money, but you don't have to do anything. You just have to buy it, basically, which obviously is not an insignificant thing, but we're doing relative. We're doing relative. So there we go. It can hold up to 100k, but it feels like it fills up so slowly. And for this one, it basically the revenue is sort of the legit revenue from these lovely ladies here that are working on the textiles at the garment factory. It's a front. Right, good behaviour. Don't forget this. 0 effort. There's no safe. You don't have to worry about that. And every day you'll get 2k as long as you're behaving. So I'm putting this at number 5. And that, you can see how much I've earned there. It's what's 310k going to your cash. And you'll see that, and it's basically if you're not blowing up other people's vehicles, then you'll get that for absolutely no effort whatsoever, no matter where you are. So yeah, all right, the arcade, good for heists, but only 2 out of 10 setup effort. Safe holds 100k. You get 5k max revenue from that. So I'm ranking that 4th or up to 5k a day again. Not much. And if you can't see the arcade on your map, you need to go to the H and meet Leicester. So once you've done that, that then triggers it so you can actually buy an arcade. But I said don't rely on the arcade for revenue. It's just for doing heists, really. So once you've done that, the arcade suddenly then appears on Maze Bank, and you can buy a very expensive arcade and a whole bunch of extra kit on there. But yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it. Get yourself further down this list, okay? Really not worth it. I had to start again with the reset to the new GTA Online. I haven't bought an arcade. I'm not going to do it now, even for the sake of this video. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe for the heists. Yeah, replay some of those heists. Maybe. All right, the agency. Now we're starting to move. 7 out of 10 effort. Safe holds 250k. You can get 20k max. I'm ranking this up, but you've got to do 200 security contracts to get that full 20k. Every 10 you do, it increases the amount. So it's a lot of effort to start, but once you've done it, that will keep churning away. Churning away. You'll get that 20k. And given the safe's large size, if you've gone to that effort, and you can go into here, you can see security contracts. There you go. So for every 10 you get 1,000, basically, is how it works. There, with me restarting on enhanced, I've done 30. Can I face doing 200? Maybe. Kind of do every now and then. All right, the car wash. It's a lot of effort, 8 out of 10. The safe holds 100k, 30k max revenue. So I'm putting this in at 2nd. Okay, and to get the full amount, you basically need to own these businesses. That's a lot of businesses. So you can get the max by owning each of those. You can see there, I don't have all of them, so I'm only getting 21k. I could fill in those gaps and then I would get the full amount. And see if they reach max heat, those particular Smoke on the Water, Hillins, Heggetors, and the car wash don't earn, but they just don't earn their respective slice. It's not really that big a deal. But it's worth collecting. It does add up on there, particularly if you've got a lot of businesses in the game, and it kind of ties everything together, so I kind of like it. Number one, I'm breaking all my rules here. Setup 8 out of 10. Safe hold 2 million plus 250k max. Daily revenue 50k plus another 50k. I'm ranking this number one. This is kind of breaking my passive rule, I'm sorry. But if you do the popularity missions, yes, that is having to do extra missions. This safe will give you 50k per in-game day. Yes, we're slightly outside the realms of passive, but this thing is so good, it is worth it. It's the exception that proves the rule. So sometimes you have the passive ones, just a little dot in there. You don't even have to deliver anyone. It's super simple. And that max profitability, max popularity, you get that 50k a day. More important is what goes on downstairs, and this is why it's the 2 million basically. So you have to buy the extra storage. So buy all of those floors eventually, and that'll cost you a lot of money, which is why this is set up. It's a big deal. And you need to buy the extra staff that are going to run it. And you don't need to do any setup missions. Even with these businesses that you've bought, you don't need to do the extra setup missions. This will just run and run. So once you buy those guys, yes, they're expensive. And I've got a longer nightclub guide. Please check it out on the channel. Once you've got them and you assign them, they will just go and get cash no matter what is happening, and that will build up and can hold up to around 2 million in there. And this will just bumble along in the background. So I'm still kind of feel it's passive income, and I'll explain why. So the top 5 are these ones: cargo and shipment, sporting goods, South American imports, farmer research, and cash creation. And once some of those other ones are maxed out, you can do the other ones. And as I say, you need to buy the respective business, e.g. organic produce. It's the weed factory, cash creation, the cash factory. Like I say, check out the guide. Once this builds up, you've got 2 million in there. Obviously, you can max out those individual categories and have to move your guys around, but you're getting into serious numbers in here. And yes, staff upgrade affects your popularity. So you do that 50k in the safe. The equipment upgrade is what will really rank up that 2 million. And yes, you do have to do a delivery, but the deliveries are so easy. It's only one vehicle. You can upgrade your vehicles so they have serious weapons. So it's really easy and it's just fun. These are actually fun. So I know it's breaking my original rule, but the nightclub is so worth it. It is just the best source of passive income. And you kind of forget about it and then come back and collect your 1 million, whatever, so easily. So this is number one. I don't care if it breaks my rules. It is number one. So I hope that helps and makes you rich. Take care.